Today, Governor Lee focused on how the state is moving forward, planning to stay open and bring back sports and schools to the state despite high case counts of COVID-19. News 4's Joshua Cole live for us tonight. After being in the governor's briefing today, some lawmakers think the governor is just not doing enough, though. Josh.
Hey there. Yeah, the governor says that even with our high case count, he does not intend to close down the state again, but says that it's very important that all Tennesseans wear a mask of some kind. Now, however, Democratic lawmakers here in the state say that the governor can still do more, especially when it comes to mask mandates throughout the state, and says that they think the governor can do a lot more when it comes to helping schools set guidelines for going back instead of just leaving things up to the districts.
If you do not contain this virus and people do not feel safe enough to send their kids to school, do not feel safe enough to go to work, then I don't care if you what you're technically reopening, you're not going to be able to grow the economy in the way that we need it to.
Now, those lawmakers say that letting counties decide on masks doesn't send a clear message across the state. Governor Lee, however, says that he's sticking to his plan, saying that a one-size-fits-all state mandate would not work. He recognized that the state is seeing a high case count, but says that our ICU and those needing ventilators, those numbers there in the state are actually leveling off. And he says that local leaders need to be setting the example by wearing a mask.
This mask right here is not conservative. It's not liberal. Shaming someone for wearing a mask or shaming someone for not wearing a mask is just not something that Tennesseans ought to be in the business of doing.
Continuing to talk about just trying to keep moving the state forward, the governor says that he hopes that sports will be coming back. He's planning on attending a NASCAR event tomorrow at Bristol Motor Speedway. So he's hoping that will set an example for the state. And as far as going back to schools, he says that the state and state leaders are meeting together weekly to try to come up with some guidelines and resources that districts can follow in setting their own plans. But he says that still his plan is to see students back in the classroom this fall.